Did you know that in Elemental 2, Ember will simply become a celebrity in Element City? The Elemental movie was so beloved that it seems Disney already has plans for a sequel with a simply sensational story. And we went ahead to find out what the plot, new characters, and everything related to the continuation of this fantastic film would entail, just to share it with you. New characters. Elemental is an excellent story about respect, learning, and most importantly, love. And it's precisely because of this love, which we can simply see everywhere, especially at the end of the film, that we will most certainly have new characters in Elemental 2. Most of them are the result of love between people of different elementals. Of course, the first of them, which is already confirmed for the sequel, would be Ember and Wade's little son, a boy made of steam, the perfect combination of water and fire. This was confirmed by the film's own screenwriters, as the idea was for him to already appear in the first film, including it being one of the scenes that was conceptualized but later deleted. But the coolest detail of all this is that he wouldn't be the only child of different elementals that we would see in the film. That's right, you heard it, there would be other little ones out there as a result of the love between people of different elements. After all, when Wade and Ember are still getting to know each other, we see a water guy proposing to an earth girl in the background.
Check out who found the gift shop!
Please take all that off.
But I got you a hat.
This is also clear from the end of the film when we see Gale and Fern flirting, and later, in the credits, we see them with Cinder, Ember's mother, checking if their relationship had a future, and then kissing. Claude was also flirting with a fire girl, another hint of a possible future couple for Elemental 2. And in the original film concepts, Disney Pixar professionals had created concepts for other couples of different elementals that could certainly appear in a future film. There is a couple consisting of a water man and an air woman, for example. And an important detail, they have two little ones, a water girl and an air boy. Further down in the same conceptual art, we see another couple with a water man and an earth woman, and two little ones who are a mixture of both, as if they were made of water with a bit of earth. And another couple shown in the final credit scenes as well, of water and earth. Fern and Gale's child could very well be a girl kind of like a dust cloud. It would be really cool. Or perhaps a couple like Claude and the Fire Girl. When they grew up and got married, they could have a lava child, somewhat like Ben 10. All of this would be really cool and would demonstrate even greater diversity among the elements. Future of the main characters. The new story of Elemental 2 would certainly focus on the change in Ember and Wade's lifestyle, and their struggle against the prejudice of some people, probably also having a leap of a few years in the story. The change in life would come about because, in reality, Ember, who didn't take over her father's shop, would be working with something that everyone noticed she has a talent for, making glass products. And the buildings where water people live are entirely made of glass. She would quickly become a great artist of glass pieces, appreciated by the wealthiest people in Element City.
That was incredible!
Since Wade's mother said she knew the owner of the world's leading glass design company, this would be a bridge for Ember to start there as an intern and then evolve and gain a lot of prominence in this new profession where she's so talented. At the same time, we would have the caring and helpful Wade, always supporting her in everything, including being responsible for taking care of their little son, changing diapers, taking him for walks, and going to school with him. At the same time, after the little one grows up, he would return to work at City Hall and could even be promoted since he is an excellent professional and everyone likes him. New Fire District. At a certain point in the movie, we noticed that it somewhat explained how Element City was formed, showing that the first to arrive there were the water people. Then came the earth people, air people, and finally the fire people. Being the last to arrive, they ended up having to build their district on the outskirts of the city, which meant they ended up not so great locations. For example, the water from the train always falls on them when it passes. Of course, over time they got used to it, but it remains dangerous because water can extinguish fire. We'll see, for example, that because of their lower location, the water from the wall rupture affected the fire people's district first, showing that they are in constant danger. Perhaps with the success and fame that Ember achieves, something different can be done, and she gains so much popularity and a desire to help the fire people who are, in a way, the least privileged in the city. This could lead to her being seen by the people as a potential new mayor of the city, because then she would have the power to truly make the necessary changes in the district, making it safer and improving the quality of life for the people there. But not everything will be smooth sailing. After all, there is a good chance that in Elemental 2, there might be some antagonists. Speaking of new characters, we have to talk about the huge possibility of having at least one character who is truly an antagonist in Elemental 2. Let's just remember that many people said when they saw the Elemental trailer a while back that the movie would be a copy of Zootopia. But we realize that it has nothing to do with it, despite both films depicting completely fantastic cities. By the way, if you like the idea of a second film in this fantastic story, comment below, #Elemental2, to see if Pixar speeds up the process. And there's a really cool aspect that could be explored in the next Elemental film that has a bit to do with Zootopia. Confused? Then pay attention, and I'll explain. Since Element City is a place where peaceful coexistence among different people is sought, it must surely be a democracy. For this reason, its inhabitants should have the power to choose their representative. In this case, the mayor. Proof of this is that Wade, Gale, and Fern work for the city hall. But we see practically nothing about any mayor of Element City during the story, at least not for now. So as Ember becomes more and more popular and beloved, there's a chance this figure could appear and gain prominence, trying to prevent her from becoming a competitor since the elections would be approaching. Who knows, maybe by harassing Wade at work or doing something bad with Bernie's establishment, like evicting him since he's not really the owner. These are possibilities buzzing on the internet and could really happen. Another possible villain could be some kind of representative of a movement that supports discrimination and separation between people of different natures in the city. Totally against different elementals being in relationships, staging street protests, and trying to pass laws that would force fire people to stay only in their district, separated from everyone else. This character could be an activist or a type of city council member with the power to propose laws for the city. Greater diversity and cool things. Without a doubt, Elemental is a film that inspires diversity a lot, which is super cool, but there are some aspects that could appear in the next film that would show even more diversity in some respects. One of them would be how we would see more fire people at Cyclone Stadium, for example, cheering for a wave ball team, since we notice that Ember is the only one of her element when she's there. Maybe there could even be some fire elementals practicing sports. How? Honestly, I don't know, but we're sure that Pixar folks will think of something. Or in the subway. It seems that fire elementals don't use it much, maybe because it's dangerous, but there's surely a solution. Another place where there are no fire people that could be adapted to accommodate them is the cinema, since fire really illuminates and takes away from the darkness. So a way for all elementals to watch movies there peacefully would be something really cool to see as well. Another super cool thing fans have talked about a lot is that maybe it would be nice to see a fire department for the city, which would make the place even safer and better prepared for potential fire problems. This is one of the main reasons why many people still fear fire people and don't welcome them into their homes. These are very cool things that could definitely bring an even cooler dynamic to Elemental 2 and make the film very cool. And who knows, maybe finding a way to make Wade and his family cry a little less could be nice too. We just don't know if that's possible. That's all we know about Elemental 2. This video may be ending, but for you, it's just the beginning. I've picked out 2 videos that I'm sure you'll enjoy. Click on one of them to keep having fun with us.